You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome to another incredible episode of Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio, and I am your host, Deanie. We have a very special guest for you guys, so you definitely want to stick around for that. And as a matter of fact, text your buddies, family members, or even share it on social media right now and let them know that we are about to dive deep into another interview. Before I bring my guest on, I do want to say the things in your life will change for the better to the extent that you change for the better. Who you truly are on the inside will determine how your life proceeds on the outside. You know, progress, success, and even achievement, fulfillment, all flows from the inside out. No person or object or situation outside of you can bring about any kinds of worthwhile positive change unless you are committed to it on the inside. Rather than waiting and wishing for things to get better, prepare yourself to be the person who can truly live the reality that you want. Align your thoughts, your passions, your priorities, and your actions with the life you desire, and it will come to be. Every great achievement lives first in the mind and then in the heart, and from there it works its way into the outer world. That's why it is far more effective to focus on what you can give rather than merely on what you can get. Touch your highest visions and make it a part of who you are in every moment. All kinds of good and valuable things will flow from the inside out. Take that from me, Coach Denny. That is my word. Are you ready?
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
All right. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to VRL. That's Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio. And I am your host, Deanie. Our interviews are designed to go beyond the music, news, books, art, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, and sometimes even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these incredible human beings. You know, the ones who are out there giving it their all for me, for you, and for the world. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in saying welcome, friend, to Mars, an incredible new artist with a unique sound and an even more profound message. Mars' debut single, Not That Bad, is an invitation to step into their world where empathy, vulnerability, and grit creates music that resonates with the soul. With a blend of folk, pop, and introspection, Mars brings a voice that's as thoughtful as it is inspiring. And it's an honor to introduce a true artist with the gift for storytelling. So let's welcome Mars. Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hey.
Thank you.
Absolutely. How are you?
I'm doing good.
It's great to hear. All right. So, Mars, welcome to the show, of course. Your debut single, Not That Bad, speaks volumes about empathy and the emotional experiences some of us face. Could you share with us what's been on your mind, heart, and mind lately, especially as you're starting to share your music with the world?
This song was like a really vulnerable thing to write. It was a lot about like my upbringing and a lot about like, how that was. And then I feel like it was really hard to write the song because of how like terrifying it is to be vulnerable to so many people. Like, I truly think that it's like when you release art, you're giving a piece of yourself to the world and hoping that people like receive it well.
Yeah. I could imagine. How did you feel once the song was like uploaded to all the distribution or the DSPs and, it's ready for the world to hear?
Oh, that was exciting, but also I never wanted to hear that song again because I've heard it so many times. Like working on it because, I just get like monotonized by it.
Yeah, but what happens when it becomes like a huge hit and just it plays on and on and on for almost ever?
I think at that point I'll feel a little better about it because a bunch of people like it.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. If your life was like a song title, what would it be?
Ooh. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe that's the song title. I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool. Song title, I don't know. Yeah. That's life sometimes, right? So many twists and turns, ups and downs. It's crazy. It's a crazy life. What about if your life was a Netflix series? What would the first episode be about?
I don't know. I feel like it would just go chronologically. I don't know.
Like from birth up until a recent?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Is there a place or a setting that always inspires you to write or create?
Well, like, I don't know, because most of the people ask and they're like, well, where do you like to write? Like, how do you set up to write? But, like, I don't really, like, sit down and say I'm going to write a song now. I just kind of live my life, and then I get ideas in places and write them down.
Yeah.
So, like, anywhere in the world, I could be inspired to write something.
Yeah. I don't know, sometimes we have the idea that an artist, like, light 13 candles and cut out the lights, kiss a cat, walk backwards, do all kind of rituals just to get started with the creativity. I don't know why that's the idea, but I think that's where that question comes from, because an artist paints from the inside out, and they paint with words, with emotion and feeling and sounds, melodies, chords. So it's like, how do they do that, But, like you said, you live your life and inspiration strikes.
Yeah.
So what usually comes first for you, the melodies or the lyrics?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's different every time. Sometimes I'll just like be playing around on like the guitar or the piano or something and just like find something that sounds cool. But a lot of the times I'll just like write down like words or quotes that I like and then just like, kind of put them in places.
Yeah. Is the piano the only instrument you can play?
I play the piano, the guitar, bass, and I sing.
Yeah. So which of those instruments do you feel the most connected to?
Lately my favorite has been the bass, because I have a lot of bassists that I really love.
Okay. So, all right. So, who has been like the most influential people in your musical journey?
Okay. I've been really lucky to have like a bunch of people that I like talk to, like a bunch of artists that I'm close friends with. My voice teacher is Deborah Jean Creelman, and she's an artist as well, putting out her own music. And she was in the band Mother Mother, and I've been a fan of Mother Mother forever. So it's been very cool to be able to work with her And I actually learned how to write songs from her. And the first time that I wrote something and showed it to her, she was the first person to say that it was good and that I'm a good writer. And so then I kept going, and now we have Not That Bad.
Nice. How did that relationship start? That's pretty special.
It started with me finding her on social media. I found her on Instagram, and I knew that she was in Mother Mother. So I found her, and then I figured out that she taught singing, and then I was like, I literally just one awkward Instagram DM later, I was like, hey, and then, you know, she said yes, and then we've been hanging out for 3 years now.
Nice. That is like a very special relationship when someone that, you know, that's influential to your craft, you meet them and a relationship forms. My favorite artist is a Grammy Award winner, and he's one of my best friends today. We've known each other for, I don't know how many years, maybe 20, close to 20 years now. So that is a very special moment, very special thing to happen, and I'm so glad that you have that person in your life. What role did, like, DJ play in help shaping Not That Bad?
I actually didn't show it to DJ until, like, I didn't show it to her yet because, yeah, I don't know, I just didn't. But I think that the role she played was that she actually got me to write songs and made me realize that I'm good at it. That was the role.
Yeah. How were you introduced to music?
I don't know. Well, I was a little kid, and my dad's a music guy, so he's listening to music all the time. And so I just, like, grew up with it. Like, I grew up, like, 4 years old walking around the house and strumming the guitars on the stands at home. I think it was very cool how much music I got into.
Yeah. I mean, walking around strumming a guitar, you had to see someone with the guitar, right?
Yeah, my dad had guitars and he played guitars.
Ah, nice.
He's a guitar guy.
Yeah. So, as Mars, the established artist who's well on their way, have you guys collabed?
Who? Me and my father?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Since I was, like, 7 years old, we've been, like, performing at local venues, just, like, covers for fun.
Great. So what was, like, the initial inspiration behind Not That Bad?
My mom.
What do you mean?
My parents are divorced, and so my, like, childhood was, like, really inconsistent and not great. But, like, a lot of people are like, well, you know, it's probably fine because, like, she didn't hit you. But, like, it just because she didn't hit me doesn't mean it wasn't, like, a bad experience to be living in. So, like, it's kind of about, like, being more empathetic, or, like, wanting people to be more empathetic to people who are struggling with things. Like, even if it's not, like, physical abuse, it could be emotional abuse, or it could be, like, a domestic violence thing that you're seeing.
Yeah. Could you dive a little deeper? What does childhood inconsistency looks like or feels like?
Personally for me, it looked a lot like going to my mom's house and then going to my dad's house, and it was like that every week. And then not only that, there was like a ton of rules at one point where I could only see her at certain places. There was a point where we had to be supervised by a supervisor from, like, the court. Yeah, it was a weird time. And also, when I was, like, in school, people were, like, really confused when I told them that I had to go see my mom, and they're like, well, don't you live with your mom? And I'm like, no. And she's like, where are you seeing her? And I had to tell him that I'm seeing her at the DHS office.
Oh, man. Wow. So did you celebrate 2 holidays?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I would see her, so like she's Dominican, and so they also celebrate King's Day. So I'd have Christmas at my dad's and King's Day at my mom's.
Wow. Yeah, you know, there are, how can I say it? I guess, you know, everyone's experience is different, you know, when it comes to parents, and if parents are there or not, or if you're getting hit or, you know, cursed at. I don't think at any point in time, you know, you should try to judge anyone. Just try to understand,
Right.
you know, that everyone's path and everyone's experience with parents are different. Yeah. So writing this song, like, how hard was it to pen the lyrics and then sing them?
Well, I don't know. Well, the vulnerability of writing a song like that was, I think, the hardest thing. Like, I feel like singing it was not the hardest part.
Okay.
But, like, writing it and then deciding to release it to people, that was hard.
Yeah. Did you have to edit the lyrics?
The lyrics went through a lot of different phases. I changed things. That song just, like, lived in my notes app for, like, months and months and months.
Wow. Have your parents heard this record?
Oh, yes.
Ooh.
Surprisingly, my mom did, and she liked it.
Nice.
I'm like, huh, interesting.
Huh. Okay. Many artists do struggle with sharing personal stories. What personal fears or doubts did you confront? Well, you know, all about the vulnerability, but besides that, and how did you work through them, just for other artists who need that advice?
Honestly, I still work through that myself. Like, I still worry a lot about what other people think. And so all of this, like the interviews and the PR stuff is, like, me doing stuff scared anyway. So I guess just do it scared. That's my advice. Do it scared.
Nice. All right, guys, we are about to dive into the single, Not That Bad, by Mars, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Myself And I've got parents, so it couldn't be that bad. If it could have been worse, then why am I so sad? Well, at least I wasn't mistreated by my dad. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. 'Cause I've got parents, so it couldn't be that bad. If it could have been worse, then why am I so sad? But at least I wasn't mistreated by my dad. It wasn't that bad, I guess.
All right. Welcome back again. You just got finished listening to Not That Bad by Mars. I love it. So it has like this blend of melancholy and, what's another word? And acceptance, That is a unique blend, melancholy and acceptance. So let's bring back Mars. Oh, before I forget, make sure you add that song to your playlist. Make sure you share it with a friend, because sharing is caring. This is an incredible record. All right. Mars, welcome back.
Hello.
Yes. So, reflecting on your music journey so far, I know this is a debut. This is kind of the beginning of everything, your origin story. But where does Not That Bad fit into your story? Because it's not the start of everything. Did you see it as a start of something, or as a milestone just to get it out of the way?
Well, I'm kind of working, entertaining the idea of an EP, so it's probably going in that. But yeah, I was really looking forward to having a first release, and originally it was just going to be, I was going to release the EP, but then I decided to release this as a single.
Okay. To test the waters, or?
Yeah. I didn't know what it was like, so I feel like I was just gonna write a song, and I just wanted to release one to see what it was like.
So how's your experience so far?
I think it's pretty cool. It feels cool to be putting my art to the world.
Yeah, it is. It doesn't make sense to hide it in your pocket or on your hard drive.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing what this EP sounds like. For sure.
Yeah.
All right, Mars. So where can our listeners connect with you on the internet and check out all things pertaining to Mars?
Yeah, so I'm on Instagram and TikTok, Mars Tunes Official. Mars with a Z. But yeah, those two both have the same handle. And then I have a website, and that's linked in my Instagram bio. And then, of course, the songs on streaming services. So.
Indeed. And listeners, just in case you didn't get those links, I will have them in the show notes and in the description. So all you have to do is click the link. All right. Thank you so much, Mars. It was a pleasure having you on.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You are welcome. Thank you, and have a great night.
You too.
Bye.
Hey, what's up? Long time. I forgot to mention that. Oh, by the way, this is Deanie, Vigilantes Radio Live. VP of Operations for Busy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, blah, blah, blah. Anyhow, Only One Theory dropped a new single. It is called La Jefecita. It's on Spotify. As a matter of fact, it's on all major platforms. You should check it out right now. Oh, and by the way, there's also a visual on YouTube. It's hot. Check it out today. Onlyonetheory.com. Check that out too. Peace.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio Live. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab it from either Spreaker.com/Only1Media Group, Spotify, Castbox, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, the app Podcast Addict, or over at our website, which again is onlyonemediagroup.com, and that goes for every single show that we've ever aired. If you like to request music or send something for me to play, email it to VRadio@onlyonemediagroup.com. That is V as in Victor. And here's my disclaimer. We are genre-free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay, but facts alone. And actually, scratch all of that, because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Just kidding. On behalf of myself, Denny, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, at all social media sites, as well as Spreaker, YouTube. We always follow back. Okay, well, just remember to put yourself into everything that you do and never stop investing in yourself. Peace, love, grilled cheese, and talk with you later.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.
What's up, guys? It's Dini, and I want to welcome you on a journey of the heart and of the mind. These Fucking Feelings podcast is a beacon in the world of mental health advocacy, and it invites you to join a conversation that's changing lives. We are here to share, listen, and grow together. Led by the passionate Micah Bravery, alongside the insightful Rebecca and Crystal. This award-winning podcast dives deep into the human experience, from navigating relationships to coping with loss. No topic is off limits. It's about real stories and real emotions. These Fucking Feelings is more than just a show. It's a community, a place where vulnerable isn't just accepted, it's celebrated. You can find it across major platforms, including YouTube and Facebook Watch. This podcast is a touchstone for anyone seeking understanding and support. These Fucking Feelings podcast, where every emotion is valid and every story matters. Tune in and transform the way you see mental health.